them off stage.
Yeah.
So we're going to be starting off game 1 on Smashville, and everybody right on cue playing the characters that we were talking about.
Because no other stage exists, right?
Yes. Like I said, Starterville is the only stage in this game.
And immediately as we were talking about Light and Xion actually taking complete stage control in the very beginning parts of this match.
By the way, he's going to like you a lot for that later because we all call him Xion, even though it's actually Xion. And we just kept it that way.
Is that from Kingdom Hearts?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's why I said it.
Yes, there's 3 people who have said that now today. He's going to be very happy about that. And Green Team, relatively dead even across the board. Looks like both teams are trying to force a 2v1 situation and just waiting for the first person to get too aggressive. Great coverage by Green Team, though, so far, having a relatively decent lead. Actually, not really, but you do have Limit Cloud available to you at the moment, so Blue Team trying to be smart with their defense. Good coverage on the left-hand side there by Xion.
He's actually doing a really good job at making sure he gets the pokes necessarily and not having to try to burn Limit until he is guaranteed to get the kill from Light.
And I like what Light did there. Like, even though he could have thrown him to Xion to get that kill, like, he recognized that it might have traded because Uno was running in. So he just opted to get him out of the way fast, so he did end up at disadvantage. Good coverage with that F-tilt. That's actually the take, and Green Team off 6 stocks to 4 at the moment. And another up smash kill, and
so that was really interesting because in that interaction, 6WX had actually traded at first, but he took advantage of the position he was put after the trade and was able to actually get Light stocked with the back air.
And I like what Blue Team is doing now. Light able to get back to the other side, but they both decided, let's go smother Light because of the fact that he's in this situation, and they could have sniped out an early kill. Luckily for him, he was able to avoid that, but that's where Blue Team needs to win, because as we've seen so far, Green Team has done a better job in center stage. Xion luckily able to still make it back after that.
Oh, but Xion immediately gets grabbed into that back throw, and this is where we're going to be seeing the aggro 6WX come out, as Uno does have 1 stock and 59%. He's going to have to be playing a little bit more defensive in this altercation.
Yeah, I think we're going to start seeing Blue Team get a little bit more defensive, like you said, because they want to force all these situations like they just had a second ago. Where Green Team got a little too overcommittal on the right-hand side there, and really were afraid to press a button, and 6WX coming out on top of it. But Blue Team still currently behind in percent, and Uno on his last stock. So Uno needs to really work on his survivability. Going for a nair.
Light had read that roll perfectly, but unfortunately the timing was slightly off, and I feel him on that. I feel him on that.
You see Xion starting to take a little bit more of the aggressive approach right now. Before he was kind of charging the limit, this could be a hard punish, but Uno with the back air coverage still unfortunately taking out 6WX's stock, and he's going to receive payback from his brother for doing that. And now 6WX just deciding either to concede or he got his jump ripped, and that is going to be the first game going to Light and Xion.
Yeah, no, I think he did take, Light had taken his jump at the time where he tried to fair him. I think at that time 6WX was trying to jump to make it back.
Now, would this be, I'm going to say this would possibly be an upset. Light is light, but Xion hasn't really done anything like on a higher level. I know Uno and 6 have done a lot of things on a higher level when it comes to at least teams for the most part. You see them recognized, but I know that they have their veteran skills, so they can probably make it back, but this might be an upset.
Really? Okay, so that's actually pretty interesting because watching Xion play, Xion was actually doing a very good job at staying center stage, not only center, but playing straight neutral to capitalize off of the mistakes that the other team was doing. He wasn't trying to overcommit too much. That's why you saw him actually take a few stocks with forward tilt, because he was like, I don't need to jump around consistently, especially against 6WX, and put myself in a bad position where now I'm off stage. Instead, he stayed center stage, and Light was there to cover him if he ever found out that Xion was in any trouble. But we actually may be seeing a Final Destination pick here.
You know, I can agree with this pick, especially with the fact that you're going to have Diddy Kong available on FDE, which is ridiculous as is, and now Xion and Light can't jug you on any platforms. But like you were talking about before, Xion was doing a good job of just playing passive and not why do anything too fancy? In doubles, Cloud is so good. Just abuse his really good hitboxes and play passive. But I definitely think that this stage pick is going to work really well for Blue Team to see if they can force Green Team to get a little bit too aggressive here.
That was smart because Light was expecting the monkey flip, and it was coming anyway. Like, he just stood there holding jab. Sometimes you just got to do that for people to recognize what they're doing wrong, though.
That was
That's called matchup knowledge.
That was interesting. Was that a bait?
that was definitely matchup knowledge. Like, he knew immediately that if the Diddy Kong was up in front and he tried a monkey flip, he was going to fall into the jab.
I feel like almost Uno was just like, oh, you're going to keep holding it? I'll win. They're not going to contest it anyways, and they unfortunately lost for it. But it's relatively didn't even cross the board here. Yes, green team opting to go try and double cover Uno while 6WX was recovering.
Oh, that was a perfect, yeah, that was a perfect back air opportunity from Light on 6WX, but he isn't going to be getting it as 6WX did not try to attempt to jump or pursue Light.
That's going to be a hard punish. No, unfortunately, 6WX not able to get that down fast enough to get a hard punish on Xion for that cross slash. And luckily, Uno's still having a stock. I like the fear that, like, the no fear tactics that Light seems to have all around the side of the stage. Even when he's forced into a 2v1 situation, he's still running directly at him.
Getting the grab on Light, but not letting him go immediately. And because of so, Light getting that up smash on 6WX.
And Uno getting a little committal, trying to go and punish Light, but luckily they were able to take Light stock out. So still pretty doable. But Xion doing a great job of just kind of holding stocks throughout the set. Oh my God.
Double fair right on top of Light's jab. I mean, why not? We take those percent.
Yeah, starting to slowly rack up the damage here, and Xion still not losing his first stock. Blue team needs to get rid of this soon. And also Light not taking any damage at the beginning of the stock. And Uno unfortunately going a little bit too early, and they're going to lose that combo they had on Light on one side.
Xion still making it back onto the stage safely. He is nearly at 200%. You know
what? That was worth. That was worth.
I wasn't really, though.
But look, here's the thing. Like, Light was going to lose his stock probably to Uno anyways, right? So he runs up and he gets the kill. Sure, he gets the kill on both of them. But now 6 lost his stock pretty early there.
I don't actually think he just got 6WX, so 100% was worth. So instead, now Light only took like 1%.
Yes. And, you know, we're down. Okay, now we're down to an even game here. I was going to say that blue team was facing a deficit, but now opting to go for 2v1s on the opposite side. Xion doing a pretty good job of handling 6WX on the right-hand side there.
The up air team, that's what I would definitely call this.
Yes.
So much up air pressure that could come from Cloud. And that was beautiful. Footstool into upside. I mean, it's so simple, but yet so effective at the same time.
Hey, if it guarantees you the kill, why not go for it? And now blue team is currently behind with 6WX. Having to be very careful with all of his defensive options. Unfortunate team hit there, but luckily nothing came out of that for blue team, or green team.
This is actually what I was mentioning earlier, like Xion doing such a good job at just maintaining neutral. Even when his teammate wasn't there, 6WX is able to pressure him, but he still manages to find a way to probably safely land onto the stage. And as I just said that, Xion losing his last stock, Light taking the second stock that he had.
Light opting to go for a side B on the left-hand side. I think he was trying to force this so he can get the 2v1 situation or have the last stock without forcing share. I don't know why, but I mean, they're up a game. Now Uno does have to win this 1v1 versus Light. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him. Light getting a lot of pressure on Uno, not really able to find an answer, and cannot get back down to the ground right now.
Uno was trying to opt to go for that high recovery option, but that pressure coming from Light forcing the roll into the up smash.
Light is extremely good at tech chases. So one of the themes that they said at boot camp was the fact he's so good at tech chases, but he was just not allowing Uno to get comfortable. He never let him regain center stage. He never really let him touch the ground. But very good stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so we're actually going to be switching off HX and I. So for those of you just tuning in, this is the Legend of Glentendo tournament here at the Tri-State Regional. We have a lot of fun matches coming up for you soon. We are doing doubles. I believe we are moving on to doubles top 8 now.
Yes, we're moving on to doubles top 8. I believe it is going to be Hangman and Koopa coming up next.
Awesome. Great commentators.
Very good treat for every one of you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing you them commentate continuing up.
All right, sweet. Tune in, guys.
Have a good one. Shoutouts to mods falling apart while we were
Team battle.
All right, Ralphie, Utopia Ray. Hashtag Gunblade, please play your match.